documents in addition to other obvious visual sightings of bin Laden. They wanted to make sure they had the right individual. Ed Henry is over at the White House, our senior White House correspondent. The president, he was to the point, and he understood fully what this announcement means, the cheering. I can even hear it now around the world, certainly where you are at the White House.
Wolf, this crowd behind me outside the White House gates, it was building literally as the president spoke. The president laid out some new details. First of all, he confirmed what we reported here first, which is that Osama bin Laden was killed in Pakistan, not in Afghanistan. He said deep inside Pakistan, and gave us some new details. That it was last week that he authorized the U.S. operation, and that it was today that a U.S. team, he called it a small U.S. team, launched the operation today in Pakistan. He said that there was a firefight, that Osama bin Laden was killed. The U.S. took custody of his body, and in the words of the president, dramatically said, quote, "Justice has been done." I think it was also very interesting that the president sort of called on the nation to come together. He said, quote, "Let us think back to the unity after 9/11. He said, "I know it's been frayed sometimes, but now is a moment to come together." And I can tell you, Wolf, there are a lot of people. It started with 30 or 40 people. There were 30 to 40 people. Now it's hundreds of them. Since we first reported it here from the lawn, hundreds out there now who are coming together to celebrate this moment in American history. It's been lighting up on social media, many of them students from George Washington University, as you know, just a few blocks away. There's also, I can see a lot of tourists out there. It's dark out here. It's getting very late. But Wolf, this crowd is so excited. There are American flags being waved. They're chanting USA, USA. Others have been chanting, hey, hey, goodbye to bin Laden. Very angry at him, obviously, these many years later. But mostly very positive in chanting USA, USA, and chanting, singing as well, the national anthem, Wolf.
We're getting statements, Ed, from former presidents, former President George W. Bush. Let me read it to our viewers as we look at these pictures outside the north gate, the northwest gate of the White House on Pennsylvania Avenue. Earlier this evening, President Obama called to inform me that American forces killed Osama bin Laden, the leader of the Al-Qaeda network that attacked America on September 11, 2001. I congratulated him and the men and women of our military and intelligence community who devoted their lives to this mission. They have our everlasting gratitude, President Bush continuing. This momentous achievement marks a victory for America, for people who seek peace around the world, and for all those who lost loved ones on September 11th, 2001. The fight against terror goes on. But tonight, America has sent an unmistakable message. No matter how long it takes, justice will be done. More statements coming in from former President Bill Clinton and others. Let me bring in John King, who's watching all of this unfold. John, as we continue to watch the crowds gathering outside the White House and indeed elsewhere around the country and indeed around the world, let's reflect a little bit on President Obama's words, precisely the extent of this operation that killed bin Laden.
Wolf, you see the crowd celebrating across from the White House in that park on 9/11. It was filled with White House staffers who were told to flee from the White House. That plane that landed in the field in Shanksville, many thought was directed at the White House or the United States